us to have off of work to celebrate festivals. Do you guys remember this episode?
Is this when they're like, Santa's coming tonight?
Santa's coming tonight.
Big Time Christmas. Big Time Rush's Christmas episode, which is season 2, episode 9. The synopsis says, during the holidays, the guys are going Christmas shopping and are excited for their trip back to Minnesota. And Gustavo is expectant for his trip to Fiji.
I forgot about Gustavo.
I know.
What's funny about Gustavo?
Wait, I'm just picturing him.
Say Gustavo, but then no, Griffin is the it's Griffin.
His name is Griffin.
Oh, it has 2 names. It has 2 names here. This is like the official thing. So maybe Gustavo's separate.
Maybe Griffin's the actor's name?
No,
No.
Griffin's like the big CEO.
The CEO?
Yeah.
But he doesn't go by Gustavo?
No, Gustavo's like their manager.
Yes, you're right. No.
He's
Gustavo's the manager.
He's the manager, music producer, and
Griffin owns the record label.
I have no image of Griffin in my head.
Yes, you do.
Griffin
Griffin's
is
like
weird.
he's like a white man.
I
And
gotta
he's
just
tall.
pull it up, I guess.
Yeah,
His
tall,
gray hair is always
balding.
wearing a suit. All right.
Oh, shake my head.
Unfortunately, Griffin pauses their vacation plans and forces them to make a Christmas EP. I'm sorry. The boys and Gustavo try to think of the first song for the EP. They become successful after Gustavo writes Beautiful Christmas. After the first song is finished, Griffin orders them to make 2 other celebrity duet songs.
Jeez.
Big Time Rush ends up singing with Miranda Cosgrove and Snoop Dogg.
What? Yes.
Yeah.
Iconic.
Sadly, when the boys are planning to go to the airport, news hits that the Minnesota airport was closed due to a snowstorm.
Are you
Of course that happened.
Of course.
In the end, Big Time Rush, Mrs. Knight, and Katie end up staying in LA to celebrate Christmas with Mr. Bitters.
He's like,
Maybe that's their cat.
no, he's a resident in their apartment building that is like very annoying. I love Big Time Rush.
Okay, they
I
were joined
love
by
Big Time Rush.
They are joined by Gustavo and Kelly, who missed their flight as well. And
Of course.
That's the episode.
That sounds like an amazing episode, honestly.
I do remember it being a good episode.
Very iconic.
Because Snoop Dogg was in it.
I don't remember that.
Yes, you do.
You have to watch it.
I really want to watch it now.
It's so iconic.
Did iCarly have Christmas episodes?
I think
did.
so.
I don't remember any of them.
Well,
Well, I was looking, Victorious had an episode, but because they had good combination episodes, like when they joined with iCarly. Oh my gosh.
Hannah Montana had a Christmas episode.
Hannah Montana did have a Christmas episode. It was season 3, episode 5, called Killing Me Softly with His Height. Miley meets Connor while shopping for Christmas and accepts his date offer. But the date is a disaster because of their height difference. Yeah.
I remember this now.
Okay, good. Help fill in the blanks then, because the rest of the synopsis says, Miley feels shallow but wants a second chance with Connor. Does she? Yeah.
What else happened?
We need to find summaries.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god, Janina.
Guys,
No, Janina, you've been off.
I have it off.
The end.
Miley meets a cute guy named Connor while he's sitting and eating lunch with Oliver. She accepts his offer to go on a date with him, but soon realizes he's much shorter than herself when he stands up. Miley and Lily go Christmas shopping in the mall. When they see a cute guy sitting behind a table, Miley calls dibs on him. During their talk, a girl named Sophia shows up and asks if Oliver would go out with her. His refusal is the reason of her having small feet results in Miley saying that she doesn't understand how someone can turn someone else down because of a physical thing. Connor agrees and asks Miley to go to the holiday carnival with him. She agrees. Then Connor stands up, and it turns out he's a lot smaller than Miley. After Connor leaves the room, Miley's angry because she doesn't want to go out with someone smaller than her, similar to Oliver. So Oliver blames Miley to be exactly like him. At the holiday carnival, Miley and Connor are talking. Also, Miley wins a little Hannah Montana figure, and Connor wins a stuffed bunny, which is bigger than himself. I remember this scene.
Yeah.
Suddenly, a mom interrupts and asks Connor to ride on the train with her son, since she is too big and her son is afraid. Connor agrees and leaves with the kid. Oliver and Lily can talk to Miley, making fun at her because she's taller than her date. She claims that they're having a great time. When Connor takes Miley home and tries to kiss her, she doesn't want to. Blah, blah, blah. She's making excuses. This is a long one. For a Christmas present, Jackson gives both Miley and Lily one of Miley's clothes. I mean, I don't understand the resolution of this episode, but I do remember the kid being asked to ride the ride with the kid.
Yeah.
I do not remember that episode at all. I'm so sorry. I should not have picked that.
Oh, Janita. It's okay, we got it. So, my first favorite childhood Christmas episode is from the OC, and it's called The Best Chrismica Ever. So, Ryan this is like his first year in the Cohen family, so he's introduced to the bi-religious holiday of Chrismica thanks to Seth, who has set this up for his parents. His mom is Catholic and his dad is Jewish. At the same time, Seth insists that he has two godly forces helping him as he continues to play both Summer and Anna by claiming he has chosen the other. Basically, two of these girls like him. They're both like super, super into him, super cool. And he's like, okay, you can both date me at the same time, essentially.
Yeah.
And he invites them both to Chrismica.
Of course.
But it wasn't on purpose, right? He, like, kind of got wrapped up in it and ends up having to invite... Yeah, because they were both like, oh, we're coming, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry.
That's okay. Meanwhile, Marissa, who's dating Ryan, slides into depression and debauchery over her family life problems and gets arrested for shoplifting with Ryan, which is ironic because she was rich, but now she's, like, going through a whole thing. Her parents just got separated, so she's, like, stealing from the store. It gets worse when she gets drunk at Seth's Chrismica party and nearly gets arrested for drunk driving while Ryan covers her. Ryan covers for her and afterwards gets into a fight with her, saying she can't do this to herself anymore. It's very emotional. Kirsten does something that could cost more than just her job over speaking out of her father's, Caleb's, shady business practices. Kirsten's husband is a lawyer, and basically, Kirsten found out something shady that her dad was doing, like making millions off of. Mm-hmm. So she gave that information to her husband so that she could turn in her own father. It was major. And then Summer and Anna, who are the two girls that are both into Seth, find out that he's playing them and decide to give him a very special gift to make him choose which one he wants to be with. And it doesn't end well.
That was a good episode.
Such a good episode.
Lots of tea.
You should watch the OC.
I should.
It's very entertaining.
It is.
And some of the girls have been in Call Her Daddy, right?
Yeah.
So I've seen them
Both of them. Misha and Summer.
Really?
Yeah.
So I've seen them for sure from there.
Yeah.
Because I genuinely don't miss Father Cooper. Chrismica.
Hanukkah, Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
That sounds good.
It's iconic.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch that tomorrow while I'm editing.
Yeah. Seth Cohen, you're going to love him. He's awesome.
Yeah.
But from that round, I know which one I'm kicking out.
Okay, Janina.
What?
No, literally. I have my thoughts too.
Okay, good. Do you know which one, Haley?
I mean, I know which one wins for me, but I don't know which one. Actually, yeah, I know which one I'm kicking out.
Okay. Well, you have to know which one is the winner and which one you're going to kick out.
Yeah.
Everything else from there.
Yeah, I'm there.
You're either ready to defend or give it the boot. Also.
Okay, so we have SpongeBob's Christmas Who? And it is season 2, episode 28.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
An OG one.
How many seasons of SpongeBob are there?
There's
too many.
Way too many.
Wow.
They're definitely up to like, what, 30?
No way.
I don't know. Google it.
I'll believe you.
So I want to start off by showing you guys this picture that comes up because this is important to the first part. You remember this guy, right? Janina?
Oh my god, yes.
Okay. It's almost Christmas time in Encino, California, and Patchy the Pirate, president of the SpongeBob SquarePants fan club, is deep in preparations for the holiday. With help of his unenthusiastic assistant, Potty the Parrot, Patchy sets pictures of SpongeBob and Patrick on the mantle, puts up various SpongeBob-themed ornaments, and bakes Christmas cookies, the dough of which Potty eats. Patchy also takes time to open a letter from a fan who asks if SpongeBob likes Christmas as much as he does. Patchy remarks that there was once a time when Christmas in Bikini Bottom was unheard of and decides to tell the tale. Outside of Sandy's tree dome, SpongeBob is preparing to give Sandy a surprise sneak attack. Inside, Sandy is putting up Christmas lights, which SpongeBob mistakes for fire and tries to put it out with seawater. After recovering from the drenching, Sandy is shocked to find out that SpongeBob has never heard of Christmas because Sandy's from Earth. She's a squirrel, remember that? Later at the Krusty Krab, SpongeBob passes the story of Christmas onto Patrick, Squidward, and Mr. Krabs. Everyone in Bikini Bottom except Squidward is excited about Santa Claus bearing gifts, and everyone except Squidward puts Christmas letters into glass bottles, which are shot up to the surface for Santa to receive. Bikini Bottom decorates for Christmas as Patrick and SpongeBob sing songs. They even decorate Squidward's house, which Squidward does not agree with. After the song, Squidward closes his blind, and then it's into the next part of the episode. Basically, I'm just gonna finish it off. This is just too much. Here. Do you guys remember this episode?
Is this when they're like, Santa's coming tonight?
Santa's coming tonight.
Squidward is a huge hater. He doesn't believe in all of this going on. He's like shitting on the whole plan. And amidst all of this, SpongeBob makes Squidward a homemade gift for Christmas. Aww. And like, it basically turns around Squidward's feelings about the holiday because he's trying to like ruin it for Bikini Bottom. And so Squidward then pretends to be Santa and then like makes Christmas super special for Bikini Bottom.
What a wholesome episode.
Squidward is usually a hater, so the fact that he turns it around and is the hero.
Because he felt so guilty, like...
I know.
Because SpongeBob made him the gift.
A humbling moment. Aww. Our king.
That's a good episode.
That was a good episode.
My brother was obsessed with that. We would just sing it.
Coming tonight. Santa's coming tonight. My next up episode is Lizzie McGuire Extreme Christmas, Season 2, Episode 20. It's only available on Disney+. It's not for you to watch on YouTube. I tried.
Brokies. Me.
Sorry. The description is Lizzie fervently. I'm going to skip that word. Lizzie is trying very hard to win the grand prize.
There you go, Janina.
Shh, that's how we use context clues, okay? Lizzie is trying very hard to win the grand prize of the Christmas parade with her idea of the rock and roll Christmas float. But there is an emergency that happens, and the elderly people in the nearby nursing home lose all of their plumbing power and access. I swear to God, this is how the episode goes, okay? So the rest of her family is busy trying to give back to the community because, you know, that's the greater meaning of Christmas, to take care of those around you, make sure that their basic needs are being met, and then you can worry about more superficial things like the Christmas float. Okay? That's the lesson here. But anyways, her family is trying really hard to fix the nursing home, and it's just not working. They're not figuring out the problem. While Lizzie is over here taking a nap, she gets visited by the Christmas angel ghost. Yeah, I swear to God. And through the dream and him speaking with her, she actually realizes that she knows how to solve the problem that her family is facing. Of course, plumbing queen. The pipes are like twice the size, so she's like, yeah, you have to use ones that are half as small, duh. And it works. They miraculously fix the plumbing. Her float is not done in time for the parade, and it looks like garbage. And the two mean girls make fun of her for that, basically. Aww. And she was like, okay, well, I was out here learning the greater meaning of Christmas. I'm glad your float looks amazing. Like, I was helping the elderly people, making sure they were taken care of. Okay, that's why my float looks terrible. And yeah, so she didn't win the float, but she learned the lesson. So
She won in life.
yeah.
How sweet.
Go Lizzie.
That is hilarious.
I love the Lizzie McGuire inner monologues with the cartoon.
yeah.
The best.
That's what makes the show iconic.
That is fun when they do that.
I mean, go Disney for making that about Christmas somehow.
Right? How did she know how to fix the plumbing? Plumbing queen? Come on. She's in high school. What does she know about plumbing?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Call your emergency services. That's what they're for.
Okay, my next childhood, kind of like high school, middle school childhood show, New Girl. The episode is called The 23rd, Season 1, Episode 9. This is like one of the best Christmas episodes ever, like on the planet, so
Oh my god.
if you haven't watched it, go watch it. Here's a summary. All the roommates are planning on going to Schmidt's office party tonight where he dresses up like Dirty Santa.
Yes.
Jess needs their help on getting a present for Paul, her boyfriend. After only a month, she's not sure what's appropriate. She shows Nick the card that she had planned on giving him, which just had nerdy weird sex that works for the both of us written on it. It's not a winning prize. On the way to the mall, Jess drives all the boys through a neighborhood decked out with Christmas decorations. She wants to come back at night on the way home from the office party to the airport, but Nick is resolved to not miss his flight for the 5th year in a row. So he's like, Jess, we can't come see this at night. Sorry. Then we find Cece at work. She's like doing a Bolivian diet pill. She's the after body. So she's like in a bikini. She looks super hot. Schmidt drops by with a gift. They're interrupted by Kyle, who is Cece's boyfriend at the moment. So Schmidt has to explain that he designs a perfume for her, and it gets really awkward because Cece's boyfriend is there. Paul and Jess finally exchange gifts. He got her tickets to Vienna and passes to a show. She got him an anatomically correct fuzzy heart of a 50-year-old non-smoker.
Nice.
A stuffed animal, essentially. That beats. She wants to get him something better, but he tells her it's fuzzy and quirky and sweet, just like her. He says he loves it several times, then hugs her and says he loves her. She pauses, then goes with thank you. The gang later arrives for Schmidt's office party. They find him wearing only red boxers and just as sexy Santa. Jess tells Nick what Paul said to her, and he tells her to tell Paul that if she doesn't feel the same way, she should tell him. She tells Nick that she'll tell Paul she doesn't love him. Instead, though, Jess hides in the bathroom. Nick then sees Paul standing alone outside and goes to talk to him. He asks if Jess talked to him, and Paul says yes. So Nick reassures him that just because Jess doesn't love him doesn't mean she won't one day. Paul says all she told him was that they might have to leave for the airport early. Nick tries to pretend he's drunk or joking or anything to rescue the situation, but it's too late. Jess and Cece hide in the bathroom. Kyle wants to go to another party, and Kyle's Cece's boyfriend. Jess thinks that Kyle's living worse and asks her if he even got her anything. He didn't get her a Christmas present. So then Cece tries on Schmidt's perfume. It smells terrible, but she still wears it. Winston complains to someone about the rigors of having a... We're skipping Winston. He's not part of this episode, really. Schmidt sees Kyle mock Cece for wearing a mustache that Jess gave her. Cece hears Schmidt's mean coworker harassing him, tries to tell him to stand up for himself. He notices her bad smell, and she tells him it's his perfume, but he's just glad she wore it. Outside on the balcony, Paul begs Nick to tell him what Jess said. Nick tells him that Jess said the sex was incredible, but she didn't want to rush into anything. So basically, they're just out on the balcony, and Nick's like confessing all of Jess's secrets to the boyfriend that she didn't want spilled. Then the guys, Jess and Cece, drive to the airport. Nick, the driver, sees that Jess is bummed out about the whole Paul situation, makes a detour. They pull onto Candy Cane Lane, but it's late and the lights are all off. So Jess is like really sad, and then all the boys run out of the car and start yelling at all the houses to turn their lights on. Yeah. And then the episode ends with Jess seeing all the Christmas lights on Candy Cane Lane.
Oh, I like that ending.
And Nick missed his flight home.
Yeah.
For Jess.
That was a good episode.
So good.
The anatomically correct heart.
It's so real of her.
So wholesome of her, too.
Yeah.
I forgot about that part. Oh my gosh. Okay. My rank has changed.
Big Time Rush versus Hannah Montana.
3, 2, 1.
Hannah
Big
Montana.
Time Rush. Let's go! Big Time Rush!
I'm surprised.
Okay. You picked Hannah Montana.
I did. I switched it up.
Okay.
I was
Now,
entertained.
The OC versus SpongeBob.
Ooh.
Ooh,
I I know what I'm gonna choose.
That's hard. I think I know what I'm gonna pick too.
3, 2, 1. SpongeBob.
Guys, this is crazy.
Like, I of course would pick the OC, but like for childhood factor,
yes.
SpongeBob has to win.
That song is so iconic.
But this
Santa's
doesn't
coming
mean
tonight.
that you guys shouldn't watch Chrismica.
Oh,
Because
it's so
like
good.
the best episode of the OC.
Yeah.
There's more than one Chrismica episode, by the way. Anyway,
Ooh.
New Girl versus Lizzie McGuire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That reaction.
3, 2, 1.
New Girl.
So now we're just gonna vote straight for the winner.
Yeah, we're voting for the winner now.
Hold on, I gotta think about this now.
2, 1.
New Girl.
Okay, I think New Girl's the winner then.
Yes.
This is gonna be a better section.
Yeah.
Should we explain it?
Yeah, so these are all the non-child shows.
Yeah.
Essentially. Like sitcoms, family shows,
Adult cartoons.
adult. Yeah. Nick at Night level shows.
So I chose Roman Holiday, which is season 1, episode 11 of Gossip Girl. When Blair's father, Harold, comes home for the holidays with an unexpected guest, which is his boyfriend, Roman, Blair finds it super difficult to hide her disappointment and hatches a plan to get rid of Roman for good. Jenny and Vanessa help Serena plan the best Christmas party ever for Dan, who may have a surprise of his own in mind for Serena. Chuck texts Blair that Nate has joined him in Monaco, which worries Blair that Chuck may disclose the details of their hookup, which is like a huge
Major point.
of this whole season. Rufus, who is the dad, refuses to remain the understanding husband any longer after Allison, that's his ex-wife, former lover, calls the house. Wait, actually, is Allison and Rufus already divorced? They are divorced, right?
Yeah, he's dating
Lily.
Lily at the moment.
No, is he dating Lily?
Yeah.
Okay.
Drama.
Serena creates a winter wonderland for Dan, and he gives her a love letter. They sleep together again and go back to their families for Christmas morning.
I think Lily's dating Bart right now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think Dan and...
Yeah.
Because I saw a different synopsis that said that Lily was planning to leave with Bart to a vacation the following day.
Because this scene opens when Jenny is like performing in like the school. She's singing carols or something for Christmas.
Yes.
And Rufus comes with the wife. Lily's there with Bart, and then like someone gets a phone call and it's like, who's calling her?
Mm-hmm.
So it's weird. Also, Blair tries to bring, what's his name, Roman?
Yeah.
She calls Roman's ex-boyfriend and invites him to their holiday party.
Yes.
Under the pretense that like Roman was missing him. Meanwhile,
Yes.
Roman's dating Blair's dad. Also, the Serena gift revival situation starts because she's dating Dan right now and has no idea what to get him. They're like they're not a fake couple, but she doesn't know him.
Yeah.
She tries to give him a Patek Philippe, which is like $400,000 watch, and he's like, Serena, I cannot accept this watch. So then Serena goes to, what's this, Veronica? What's her name?
Oh my god.
Whatever, the annoying
It's
girl.
Veronica.
No, it's not. She goes to her and she's like, I need help. I don't know what to get my boyfriend. And then they plan for them to have sex under the snow.
What?
Yeah.
Wait. Oh wait, you haven't seen Gossip Girl.
No.
What is that
How do we
friend's
jump
name?
from like the young girl that no one likes to having her have sex?
Yeah.
What?
It's weird. Like, Serena's a terrible girlfriend, honestly.
Damn.
Okay.
But that's a great episode.
I have to rewatch that.
And there's a scene when they're ice skating in Central Park. Blair and
But that's when
Roman.
they're good, right?
They're good, but Roman doesn't know how to ice skate, so Blair like makes him slip on the ice and get like injured.
Oh.
Yeah,
High school.
yeah.
They're
What are you gonna
angsty.
do?
I feel like anyone would be upset about that.
Yeah. Oh, because also Blair wanted her dad to eventually move home, but he tells her in this episode that he like bought a house with Roman on like some province in
Yeah.
Italy or something.
Oh my god.
So he's not coming home.
Oh.
So she's going through it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Amazing episode.
And that's Christmas?
That's
Yeah.
Christmas.
Damn.
So like it's your big grand holiday party and you're inviting your dad's boyfriend's ex-lover to crash.
That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
because that's what you do.
That's what you do.
My first adult Christmas episode is American Dad, For Whom the Sleigh Bells Toll, Season 6, Episode 8.
This one sounded so wild.
It's so chaotic. When I was watching this, I just kept being like, oh my god, I could not believe what I was watching. So definitely watch if you want your mind blown for Christmas. In the American Dad episode, the Smith family faces off against Santa Claus after Stan and Steve accidentally kill him. Okay? So, how did we get here? The setup, okay? Stan gives Steve a gun for Christmas despite Francine's warning that Steve is too young. For context, Stan is the dad of the family, Francine is his wife, and Steve is their 14-year-old son, who's a little bit of a stereotypical guy. Just not a jock, does well in school though.
Did they
Good
make
kid.
a nod to A Christmas Story in that?
Yeah.
Okay. So you'll shoot your eye out?
The family then buries... Oh, wait. Okay. Steve accidentally shoots and kills Santa Claus while he's practicing with the gun. Of course he does.
Of course he did.
So now the family is burying Santa's body in the woods, but he returns for revenge against their entire Smith family, of course.
Santa.
Yes, Santa. Santa and his ghost and his elf army return
That's scary.
against the Smith family, vowing to kill them.
As they would.
Yeah.
So now a huge battle unfolds. This episode features a large-scale battle between the Smith family and Santa Claus. This episode also includes a subplot about Roger the alien and his moonshining. I don't remember that because the main point of this episode, the Christmas War, is just that good. Okay? So they just like go back and forth on war for across like the whole North America region because it ends like in them being in the North Pole. It's like the final stand and like the sun's about to rise. Okay, so now that I've painted the scene, the aftermath. The episode's finale includes a satisfying moment where Jeff Fisher, which is the daughter's husband, enters the battle and makes a breakthrough with Stan. So he does this by basically he has Santa retreat by shooting him away with the final few guns as the sun's rising, and Santa just while he's fading away in the background is screaming, "I'll get you next year, Smiths! Like, you'll never know peace again."
They shot the ghost of Santa?
Yeah.
But the real Santa is okay.
No, real Santa died already.
Oh.
So now Santa's ghost and them are going to be at war for every Christmas.
For eternity? Wow.
Huh.
Crazy episode.
Is American Dad, like, are all the episodes violent like this? I've never watched a single episode, so this is just like, this
I'm
is a random
surprised.
episode.
They're not all violent like this, I promise.
That's hilarious.
It's supposed to be like comedic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, I love this episode so much. My episode is from The Bear, and it's the Seven Fishes episode.
You talked about this one last year.
And have you watched it?
No.
Janina!
I'm the
literally
worst.
a masterpiece. So, season 2, episode 6. Everyone literally needs to watch this episode. Anyway, so it's set approximately 5 years before The Bear, which is the name of the restaurant, is set to open. Carmier's returned from Copenhagen to spend Christmas with his family and friends. Present at the Brazzato household are Carmi's mother, Donna, his siblings, Michael and Natalie, his cousin Michael and her boyfriend Stevie, Richie, and his pregnant wife Tiffany, the Fact brothers, Neil and Theodore, Uncle Cicero, and Donna's on and off boyfriend Lee. The whole family's here.
Yep.
Michael and Carmi warn Natalie not to ask their mother, Donna, a temperamental alcoholic, if she's okay. Donna drunkenly prepares a meal based on the Feast of the Seven Fishes, even though Carmi claims no one ever eats it. While it's clear that Donna is out of her depth cooking the feast by herself, she harshly rebuffs anyone who volunteers to help. Michael, Richie, and Stevie tell Carmi that they recently ran into Claire, his childhood crush, and put in a good word for him. Carmi and Michael later have a moment together where Michael reassures his brother that he genuinely wants what's best for him, which is big because, like, his brother and him weren't getting along, really. Carmi gifts Michael a framed sketch of the bear restaurant, which he wants to open with him. Michael is moved by the gift, but has a panic attack the moment Carmi leaves the room. Richie tends to Tiffany in Donna's bedroom because she's pregnant and, like, feeling sick and stuff. And the two share a delicate moment discussing their upcoming parenthood. Richie then asks Cicero for a job to help support this child, and Cicero later grants him after Tiffany unwittingly thanks him for the job. Basically, he told his wife, his pregnant wife, that he was getting a job, but, like, that wasn't even on the table, so the wife thanked Uncle Cicero, and he was like, oh yeah, I guess you're getting a job.
Oh.
Yeah. Michael entertains the group with a travel story, but Lee cuts him off, chastising him for repeating the same stories to everyone while failing to follow through on any of his business ventures. Natalie's boyfriend Pete arrives with an additional seafood dish that he playfully dubs the eighth fish to the group, which infuriates the Versato siblings, who remind him that an eighth fish is a symbol of bad luck and will send Donna into a tailspin.
Oh my god! I don't.
They all yell at him. They're like, throw it on the porch.
Oh, right. Okay.
Natalie hastily trashes the food before Donna can see it. Michelle encourages Carmi to stay with her in New York to pursue his career, because she notices how the dysfunction in his family is weighing on him. Mm-hmm. While the rest of the group awaits dinner, Carmi tends to his mother in the kitchen. Donna laments the effort she makes for her family while saying she receives little appreciation in return. Carmi attempts to comfort her, only for Donna to admonish him to return to the table. Donna begins crying to herself as soon as Carmi leaves. At the dinner table, the family debates the origin of the seven fishes tradition. Lee offers his interpretation, but an intoxicated Michael repeatedly throws forks at him. The tension between the two mounts until Donna finally joins the table. Stevie says a heartfelt impromptu grace calling for the family to be kinder to one another, only for Donna to dismiss the gesture as meaningless. Despite being explicitly told not to, Natalie asks Donna if she is okay, much to the visible chagrin of everyone in the room. Donna berates Natalie for asking and has a profane outburst at the family before leaving the room. Michael throws another fork at Lee when he scorns Donna's behavior and a fight nearly occurs, only to be interrupted by Donna crashing her car into the living room as Carmi and Natalie stare at each other in shock.
There's just so much to unpack there.
It's just insane.
It captures family chaos so well.
And the fact that it's one night and it's just one episode for that night.
And you just get to sneak into, like, so many different sidebar conversations, and then you see them all sit down at the table after that together. And then the mom going so insane. And she tries to unalive herself in the garage by, like, keeping the engine on.
Oh.
Then they try to get her out, and she drives the car into the house.
Mm-hmm.
And
oh my.
This episode is like a flashback 5 years before, so the whole first season, you have no idea this was, like, leading up to everything that happens with the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And then boom.
Yeah.
That's why you actually should watch the before episodes.
Okay.
But if she's not going to watch any of them, she should at least watch this one.
I guess.
Fair.
But it's
I'll start
so,
here.
like, the suspense is so much
Yeah.
higher, and then seeing the brother.
Yeah.
I'll start here, though. Round 2, final round. Ah!
Seven Fish is gonna be up there.
I know.
I know.
It's like it's like a film.
Literally. Okay, well, I have to say that I literally... I need to see this.
I need to see what?
Okay, so the episode I chose is Seinfeld, The Strike, which is season 9, episode 10. Let's get into it. George, Elaine, and Jerry attend Tim Watley's Hanukkah party, and Elaine meets a man whom she dubs Denim Vest, and gives him a fake phone number after he asks her out. Later at the coffee shop, George opens his mail and is offended to receive a gift of a donation in his name from Watley. And also gets upset when Elaine reads a card from George's father wishing him a happy festivus, referring to a holiday that his father invented. Kramer gets a call that a 12-year-old strike at his...
His bagel
I have to re-say that. Kramer gets a call that a 12-year strike at his former job at H&H Bagels ended. So he decides to return to work.
A 12-year strike.
That is so real.
And so he just, today's the day I'm just going to go to work. It ended.
Yep. Meanwhile, Elaine realizes that she lost her card for a free submarine sandwich after giving it to Denim Vest, with the fake phone number written on it. Determined to get her free sandwich, she goes to the off-track betting parlor, whose phone number is the fake number she gives to Denim Vest, hoping he will call the betting parlor and that she can get her sandwich card back. The two men at the betting parlor begin flirting with Elaine and ask her for her phone number, prompting her to give the number for H&H Bagels. She goes to the bagel shop and waits to receive the call there. After learning about Festivus from George and Jerry, Kramer becomes fascinated with the concept and meets up with George's father, Frank, to learn about the holiday.
This episode is so good.
Kramer requests to have off to sell. Kramer requests to have off of work to celebrate Festivus and is denied. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm locked in.
Technical festival.
So he goes back on strike, picketing outside the store. While on strike, Kramer sabotages the bagel machine, causing a steam vent to burst inside the store, which causes Elaine to appear unattractive. She goes to meet Denim Vest for her sandwich card, and he does not have it on him, but says he can give it to her another time. Being turned off by Elaine's appearance, he gives her a fake phone number.
It's because her hair is so steamy that it got humid.
Oh. While giving out Christmas cards at work, George hands out cards for donations made to the Human Fund, a fake charity George created to get out of buying gifts for his coworkers. George's boss, Mrs. Kruger, decides to give a large company donation to the Human Fund, only later to find out that the charity does not exist. When confronted by Mr. Kruger as to why George gave him a fake Christmas gift, George hesitantly replies that he does not celebrate Christmas, but instead celebrates Festivus, and claims he gave out the fake cards to avoid being persecuted for his beliefs. To prove to Mr. Kruger that Festivus is real, George invites him to a Festivus dinner at his parents' house. Jerry goes on a date with Gwen, a girl whom he had met at Watley's party, and realizes she is much less attractive than when he first met her because of the lighting. When Kramer first meets Gwen, he finds her rather unattractive and later does not recognize her when picketing outside the bagel store, claiming that she is more attractive than Jerry's actual girlfriend, which leads Gwen to think Jerry is cheating on her. Jerry, Elaine, George, and Mr. Kruger attend the Festivus dinner at George's parents' house. Kramer walks in with the two men from the betting parlor after they called H&H Bagels, asking for Elaine. Gwen shows up at the dinner after Kramer tells her Jerry was there and sees Elaine, whom she thinks is Jerry's ugly girlfriend, that he's cheating on her with, and she storms out of the house. Kramer leaves to work a double shift at H&H Bagels after he ends a strike to use the bathroom. The Festivus dinner continues with the traditional feats of strength where Frank forces George to fight him as George refuses. Frank declares it the best Festivus ever. And then it says, during the credits, Kramer is making a fresh batch of bagels, but he gets his chewing gum stuck in the dough. The manager sees this and finally decides he's had enough and fires him.
The best ever.
That's hilarious.
That was a 20-minute episode? Oh my god.
It is such a hilarious episode.
12 years straight.
Dude, it was so funny you couldn't even listen.
Because the scenes are playing back in my head. So the ugly girlfriend, they show scenes with overhead lighting. She's the darkest under eyes ever. And she looks like a zombie, and then she's beautiful from this way. And with Elaine, her hair is always beautiful and curly, but then when the steam exploded, then it became a giant frizz-ball.
Okay, buckle up. We're going back in time to That 70s Show and Eric Foreman Christmas, Season 4, Episode 12. Eric talks about missing the magic of Christmas, so Kitty suggests directing the church pageant will bring up his spirits. Hyde, his best friend, is living with them at this point and is forced into it with Eric since the Foremans took him in, which parentheses, Kitty their mom, or Eric's mom, not Hyde's mom, connects into the story for Christmas, close parentheses. Not sure why they mentioned that. Jackie wants to be the Virgin Mary and ride a unicorn. Of course she does. And Hyde wants to be the baby in the manger so he doesn't have to do anything. Kelso wants to be Joseph as a spaceman instead of as a carpenter. And no one wants the real roles that are actually in the Christmas play. So, Red steals Bob's Christmas decorations because he hates hearing them in the middle of the night. Of course he does. Do you remember that?
Yeah. I just watched this episode.
Okay. I do not remember the Christmas decorations being stolen. What were they that they were so loud?
It was like singing a Christmas song through the night. And it was so bright, so you would just see Red looking out of his window and just had lights glimmering on his face.
And he would just be angry.
Yeah.
Okay. He tells Bob that they're that they're being dumped behind the liquor store after being yelled at, and Kitty admitting that Red stole them. Eric gets fired by the pastor from the play when everyone has their iconic roundtable smoke session in a room in the church building, and he's kind of sad about it because he didn't want to blow this Christmas pageant. His friends were just being difficult, and they decided to go get high instead of dealing with it. The gang gets the pastor to unfire Eric, and they all surprise him with the cassette player, which he thought Kitty got him, but turns out she just got him the raincoat. And Bob puts his lights on in Red's garage and driveway, and everyone comes together in the love of the spirit of Christmas. So, kind of a hot mess, but it comes together in the end. And I'm glad the friends got their shit together and did something nice for Eric, who was just trying to be out here being wholesome for children. Come on now.
Yeah.
For the children.
And when Kitty sees Eric all down in the dumps, she's like, I'll let you open your Christmas present early. So she gives it to him, and he's like shaking it, and he's like, oh, it feels heavy. It feels like this cassette player I wanted. She was like, open it up. And it was a raincoat with rocks. She's like, I knew the pebbles were going to trick ya. Didn't you want this raincoat? So then he was so sad. So that's why he was extra happy when the friends got him the cassette player at the end.
Oh.
Yeah. That's a good episode, though.
Yeah.
Eric deserves better.
Yeah.
Obviously, The Office. My favorite Office Christmas episode is The Office Christmas Party. So this is season 2, episode 7. So, The Office is holding a Secret Santa gift exchange at their Christmas party. Jim received Pam's name and got her a teapot filled with some mementos and a personal letter from him to her. Michael Scott buys a $400 video iPod as his gift to Ryan, far exceeding the $20 limit. He is disappointed by the handmade oven glove he receives from Phyllis and insists on turning the exchange from Secret Santa to Yankee Swap. This goes amiss as many of the gifts, like a decorative nameplate with Kelly's name, are specific to the recipients. The staff then competes for the iPod, and Pam opts to swap for it rather than keeping Jim's heartfelt gift. Phyllis is hurt when Michael trades away the oven glove with his undisguised enthusiasm. Jim's present for Pam ends up with Dwight. Jim tries to convince Dwight to do a post-swap with him, but Dwight refuses, saying he plans to use the teapot for nasal cleaning. Pam elects to trade the iPod for Jim's gift after her fiancé Roy told her that he was planning on getting her an iPod and had no other decent ideas for gifts. But to spare Jim's feelings, she tells him that she swapped it out of appreciation for the effort he put into it. While she goes through the various aspects of her gift, Jim sneaks the letter for her into his pocket. So he had like a secret letter proclaiming his love for her in the teapot, but he took it out after the night. He wasn't ready for that. After ruining the staff's mood, Michael disobeys company policy by buying vodka for the party to compensate. So there's a scene of Michael in the liquor store with like 40 jugs of tequila or vodka, and they're like, he's like, is this enough to get like 20 people drunk? And the guy's like, yeah, I think you're good. Everyone ends up having a good time with the exception of Angela, who's furious over not receiving appreciation for her efforts toward arranging the party. And Kelly also kisses Dwight, whom Angela is secretly dating, so that upsets her too. The party ends with drunk Meredith like flashing her boobs to Michael, who takes a picture and then leaves.
Oh my god.
It's a funny episode.
I was an Office hater for a long time. But every time I see a clip of it, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm still
This
an
episode
Office
is
hater.
funny. This episode is really funny.
No, that sounds like a great episode. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Now it's the bear versus... What was your second one?
Seinfeld.
Oof.
Uh-oh, Haley.
That's
I know which one.
hard. The Seinfeld one is so iconic. But the bear is just so emotional.
And relatable.
Yeah, it's real. Oh my god. Okay, I guess I have to pick.
I have mine.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
The
Seinfeld. Whoa.
Whoa! That
Is-
70s show in The Office.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know
Reforming
mine.
Christmas versus The Office Party.
Yeah, Secret Santa turned into white elephant.
okay.
Okay, I know mine.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
The
That
Office.
70s show. Let's go!
Janina, I had a fist bump and you had a high five.
Turkey.
It's a turkey!
So now we have Seinfeld, That 70... Oh no. The Bear, That 70s Show, and Gossip Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are we doing the voted out again and seeing if that works?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay.
So
What
wait,
are they,
Gossip
3?
Girl, The Bear.
That 70s Show.
Okay.
Okay. I know which
I know
one.
which one
And
I
we're
want.
voting for the loser.
Yeah.
Okay, I know it too.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
That
Gossip
70s
Girl.
Show.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, like I actually forgot what I was gonna say.
Now it's between The Bear and Gossip Girl.
Yeah.
Whoa.
For the winner.
This is clear for me.
Yeah. I know which one.
3,
3,
2,
2, 1.
The Bear.
I was gonna say Gossip Girl.
Aww.
Yeah. That's
No.
okay though.
So now it's The Bear versus New Girl.
Oof.
That's impossible for me to
Wait,
pick.
childhood versus
Yeah.
Oh.
That's... I know what I'm picking.
I know what I want.
Fuck. Okay, I guess. 3, 2, 1.
New
The
Girl.
Bear.
Girl.
Yeah, Julia.
Yeah.
Janina.
I'm picking the high-spirited one.
I know.
I
Yeah.
don't like New Girl as a show though,
But
so
that episode is so wholesome.
I mean fair.
I remember feeling like
Yeah.
at the end.
The organic heart.
Yeah. And when you finish The Bear, you're like gutted.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe New Girl then.
Wow. New Girl, the 23rd, wins Best Christmas Episode of 2024.
Bam.
That's
Do you agree
crazy.
with our pick? Let us know.
Yeah, or like, did we miss one that's your favorite that you have to watch every year?
Yeah.
We didn't mention any Friends episodes, and there's literally like 20 Christmas episodes from them.
That could have been its own bracket.
Yeah, but like none of them stand. Like the Holiday Armadillo is stupid to me. There's like a lot of dumb Friends episodes, in my opinion.
How About Your Mother probably had some good Christmas ones.
Oh yeah, there's one with Lily. That's like the Grinch. Yeah, let
Glee.
us know.
Do they have Christmas
I
episode?
hate Glee.
They have to have a Christmas episode
They
though,
have
right?
They probably do.
Obviously
they
not
have to.
memorable enough right now.
I never watched Glee.
Me either.
I watched a couple seasons.
Well, Merry Christmas! If you guys are listening to this the day it comes out.
Oh!
Christmas from your neighbors.
Yeah, we hope you guys have a happy week. Spend some time with your family. Take a chill pill.
Have some time off work, off school.
Yeah.
Relax, be present, enjoy your new things, give back.
We have tons of episodes for you to watch.
Yeah, if you're bored, go ahead.
Yeah.
Watch or listen.
And
Yes.
also... Go ahead.
Go.
No, you go.
I was just gonna say, you guys might have free time. It's a nice break.
Oh, yeah. True. And also, if you need holiday movies to watch, I have a TikTok up on our TikTok at the Neighbors Pod. All the underrated Christmas movies that you could ever need.
Mm-hmm.
Perf.
Yeah. Oh my god, I can't believe it's Christmas.
That's crazy.
Crazy!
Our second neighbor's Christmas.
Oh, cute. All right.
It's officially a tradition.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, neighbor.
Merry Christmas,
Merry
neighbor.
Christmas.
See you next year. We're taking next week off. Okay?
Yeah. We'll see you in January.
Yeah.
See you next year. That's crazy.
See you next
Somebody
year.
had to do it.